draw another trend line from here. Let your trend line touch here. You can't draw the trend line until when market come and break here and break this top and break this high that we have at that moment. The moment market come and do this and breaks here, now you can draw your trend line. This breakout shows that we are in trending move. This breakout shows that we are in trading move. Then what happened? Market go up. We have some curve. The market come back again and break here, which make it first touch, second touch, then our third touch, market go up a bit and come back and break it. So this is how to draw your trend line. I believe you all understand this. So how you are going to combine your trend line and MACD together now to know if market is still moving towards that direction. If market is still moving towards where the direction you draw your trend line, that's where MACD comes. As you can see, this is our histogram. If you bring your console to this place, the moment when market build here, give us this. When market give us this, what did you see in your histogram? Your histogram is higher. So this tells us that the market is pushing up more. Like when market come and break here, the market is pushing up. But from here, you start losing momentum. If you draw a line or you bring your horizontal line, to this place and put it like this, you will see that we lose momentum here. That's why markets keep on consolidating that we see here. That's what causes it, because it already shows. So let's say you enter from here, you enter market from here. When you want to trade the breakout, you enter market from here. The moment you see this, you will wait till when you see another histogram bigger than the previous one. From here, if you see from here, this particular histogram is smaller to what we have here. This one is bigger. So this one is telling us that market is building momentum to continue to the direction you draw your trend line. And if you see from here, what did market do? Market touch here. Market touch here. So what we are going to do now, let me remove all my drawings so that the charts won't look rounded. All of this will get there with time. I'm just talking about how you draw your trend line and how you can use MACD and trend line together to identify trending mode, to identify when market is trending. The moment market break here, the moment market come down and break here, you can all see that from here, market come and it didn't break this our previous lower low. This is where the market stopped. What did you see on our MACD, this histogram? This histogram formed and taller than the previous one. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. This histogram here is taller, is built and taller than the previous one. So this is telling us that market is still moving towards the direction that you draw your trend line. And what direction did we have here? We are buying, we have a bullish market. So this shows that this is just a pullback. This is just a correction. This is just a correction. The market is still going back up. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. We see market come here. Market come to this point and it didn't break here. It didn't break here. This alone tells us that there's still going to be another push-up that is going to break this our previous high. This is our former low. Then we have another high here. Then what happened? We have high low. We have high low. Then we're going to have another high with this setup that just formed, because market come from here, it didn't break here, and our histogram build up taller than the previous one that is lower low. It's taller than the previous one that is lower low. The moment you see this momentum that market is building for another buy, then what will you do? Now I'm already combining the trend line and the MACD together to take decision on the next move that market is going to do. So what you are going to do, the moment you see this, if you are still drawing your trend line, let me remove this drawing. Let me remove this. So if you want to, at this point, if you want to draw your trend line, this is our lower low. You can't draw because you must not cut out any candle. You can't draw your trend line like this now. By doing this, you cut out this candle, and you don't want to cut out. You don't want to cut out any candle. So what you are going to do, now you will shift your trend line. You will shift your trend line to this place. You shift your trend line to this place. Then the moment you see this, market come like this, come down, then this serve as our another high. This spot here serve as another high. If you go to a smaller time frame, you will see this place as huge as it is. So you wait for market to break this high, because this momentum that we see on our histogram, this MACD, is already telling us the market is building towards this direction. Market is still going up, and the going up is going to break this our high. Don't forget, this is our high high. This is our high. The market come back and give us this. Then you wait for market to break this place. The moment market break here, if you want to trade the breakout, you go for it and you set your stop loss. Make sure you are not risking more than 1% of your account. Even if you lose like 3, 4, 10 times, you are still in market. So you draw your trend line again from here up, because this is our new up move. So let's say you draw your trend line, because market move from here to here. It goes again, it come back to this place. It goes again, it can come back, it can consolidate and break this trend line. Before it breaks the trend line, what did it tell us? We can all see that we lose momentum on our MACD histogram already going down. So this alone is telling us that, oh, market is about to go down. So let's say, for instance, you enter market from here, and by now, once you see that this momentum that build up can't beat this one, I think you already take profit when market touch it here and go back. So this how you use your trend line and MACD to know the direction where market is going up to. My next video, I'm going to talk about how you will enter the market, how you are going to execute the trade and the stop loss, where you position your stop loss for you to make 1 to 2 risk reward from what you place, for you to make money out of the market. So if let us draw the last trend line. So this particular trend line that we draw here is already covered for this our lower low that is here, and this our lower high that is here, because you don't want to cut out any candle. What did you see? Market start coming down from here. Market start coming down and break here. Then we will see that we already lose momentum. Even before market get to this place, you already lose momentum. The market is coming down. So this is how to identify trend with trend line and MACD. Currently, what can you see here? There is a trend going down already from here. So if you draw your trend line, first of all, you draw your trend line like this. Market come and break this trend line, it goes off. What did you see here? It break here, it get to this spot. If you remember, this trend line is the trend line that we draw on our 1 hour, 1 daily chart, on our 1 day chart. Market go back and touch it, then it come back. Market respects trend line so much. Before market get there, we already see in a bullish momentum, we already see that we're already losing momentum. The market is going to sell. We already see that the market is selling. So in our next video, I'm going to talk about how you execute your market, the trade. Like I said, how you are going to execute trade. It is what you target the entry spots. I'm going to talk about all of that. Please, if you have any question, kindly drop it below. I'm going to answer all your questions. Any suggestion, anything you notice, anything you want, kindly drop it. Then I'm going to reply. I'm going to reply to everything. And thank you so much for stick with me today. See you in the next video.